I'm Kelly Makeley, the Rose Creek Watershed Coordinator. The Rose Creek Watershed is an urban water system that drains into Mission Bay in San Diego, California. There are many preserved park areas within walking distance of suburban neighborhoods. It's a wonderful place to visit, containing great natural beauty and recreational opportunities. It's also home to rare and endangered wildlife. In this segment, we're visiting one of the 3 main trails within the system with Deron Bear of the Marian Bear Memorial Park.
Hello, and welcome to Marian Bear Natural Park, part of the Rose Creek Watershed Alliance. I'm at the Regents Road East entrance, and I'd like to tell you just briefly a little bit about Marian Bear Park. Well, Marian Bear was my grandmother, and she led a community effort to prevent a freeway from being built at the base of the canyon, tearing out all the oaks and sycamore trees. She was successful in her effort, and when she died in 1979, the City Council and Mayor Pete Wilson dedicated this park in her honor. And I believe this is the first open space park in the city of San Diego, thanks partly to her efforts. Today, the freeway is next to the canyon, and we can enjoy the canyon and all it has to offer. So I'd like to take you on a little bit of a tour of the canyon. Come join me. This is one of the main trails in Marian Bear Memorial Park, and one of the neat parts of the canyon, or one of the neat areas of the canyon, are something called the finger canyons. Lots of vegetation, beautiful oaks and sycamores. And I want to point out one of the important things about having this as an open space canyon is to make sure that we have a lot of visitors in the canyon so people can use it. We had a frequent park visitor that often used this trail, and this trail actually wasn't marked or the sign had fallen down. And she actually spent her own time and money to put this post in so people would know this was Biltmore Trail. Just an example of how the park becomes more valuable the more people visit it. So we really encourage you to come out and enjoy the park. I'm going to head on down the trail towards the stream. Behind me is the creek that runs through Marian Bear Natural Park, and it's all part of the Rose Creek Watershed. All of these creeks flow down into Mission Bay, so it's important to keep the canyon as clean and pollution-free as possible, because the water doesn't stay in one place. It heads out into Mission Bay and eventually out into the ocean. The cleaner we can keep the water here, the better water quality we have down in Mission Bay. So as a teacher, I get an opportunity to share this canyon with many students. And one of the things I emphasize is the importance of open space. Behind me, this oak tree fell about a month ago, and there's a beehive inside of it. You can see the bees still accessing their hive. And a beehive is probably not something you want in your neighborhood. You take it out, or a rattlesnake, or coyotes, things of that nature. But they're really important to our ecosystem. That's the reason why it's so important to have an open space area like this surrounded by all the development. So I'm walking further east down the main trail here in Marian Bear Natural Park, and the further east you go, you get a neat reward. There's a neat group of sycamores that create a bit of a canopy. And if you visit frequently, which I certainly hope you do, throughout the seasons you actually get a bit of a seasonal change, which is wonderful to have. So I really want to encourage everyone to visit. The more the park is visited in a way, the more it's well preserved as an open space area. So I'm going to go a little bit further down, and thank you for joining me.
Thanks for joining us to explore the Rose Creek Watershed today. I invite you to visit our website to learn more about the projects we're working on to improve and preserve this beautiful pocket of nature in the heart of San Diego.